So tell me more about your weekend in the B&B in Fife. What did the nice man say to you for 300 quid for 2 days?
Well, the nice man was a woman.
Okay.
So already,
Yeah.
you're wrong. So there was lots of meditation. It's a weird thing, right? So you go there on the first night. I'll tell you what, I walked in on the first evening. I drove there on the first evening I walked in.
Whoa. You drove?
Yeah.
In your camper van?
No, not in my camper van. Like, don't.
Because we discussed this last time, didn't we?
Yes.
If you'd have gone in your camper van, I could have stayed in the camper van and gone in.
If we'd have gone in the camper van, you could have stayed in the camper van and not come in.
Or I could have just kept the engine running and waited for you to come back out again.
Not for me. Oh, let's go. I gave it my best shot.
Just keep going round the roundabout a few times and I'll dive through the window and I'm bored.
So, you have, there's always this thing that I'm trying to, part of kind of being present, this thing that I'm trying to always think at the moment is whenever I'm anxious about a situation, I always come back to this idea, or more recently I've come back to this idea going, whatever it is going to be, it's not going to be what I think it's going to be, right? And I kind of learned that from this meditation week. I got there and I was nervous, thinking, I don't know what it's going to be. What I should have known was it was nothing like what I was expecting.
Well, first of all, what were you expecting?
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't like that.
Okay. Well, actually, it wasn't like that if you don't know what you're expecting. I mean, you can't say, I don't think that's possible to say that. What did you think it was going to be like? I have no idea, but I'll tell you something. It wasn't like that.
The one thing it wasn't like was what I wasn't expecting.
Okay.
I had to tell you what I was expecting. I was expecting a really warm, non-judgmental environment. And I walked in with my bags. And the first person I met was a bit surly.
Now, when you say surly, what did he do?
I walked in and I said, hello, I'm here for the retreat. Yeah. And he went, all right.
He did. No, you see, I don't think that's what happened.
Well, you weren't there. You weren't there, man.
No, you're absolutely right. I wasn't there.
Why weren't you there?
We've been through that, but I think there's a possibility that that's the way you've received the information.
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I've known you long enough to know that if you'd have, hello, I'm here for the retreat, and he went, yeah, whatever. Or whatever
He didn't say, yeah, whatever.
What did he say?
All right.
All right. You definitely presented him in quite a surly manner there
Because he was surly. That's what I was describing, was the surly
But
man.
I've known you long enough to know that you could have gone in and your opening line was, for example, sorry I'm late, but there was a pub next door and I popped in. And he went, okay, no problems. That could have been the story. It could have been, oi mate, can I have en suite? There could have been all sorts of variants of this story that you're not telling us. So is that exactly what happened?
No,
hello, I'm here for the retreat. All right.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. And that's and I actually, in retrospect, I thought, I don't like you, mate. But at the moment...
And that's just 3 syllables, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I thought, you
don't like it.
Yeah, but you always know, don't you? Go, I'm not sure about you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He might not have said that.
I know you only stayed 3 nights, but if we take this story at the pace it's going, this could spread out to the whole series. You've not even checked in yet.
Let's be honest, we don't know anything about Buddhism. This might be all we have.
Right, so go on. I'm looking forward to this story in increments. I've never known anyone. So usually when people tell stories about a 3-day retreat, the story is definitely going to take less than the actual reality of the time. In fact, all stories tend to take less time than the time it took for something to happen.
You're right.
Generally. But so far, I need you checked in as quickly as possible. Because I know... Because don't forget, it ends with you leaving. So we've got to get to that, because that was the teaser. Did I tell you I left early? An hour later, you haven't even checked in.
Can I promise you one thing, that we won't get to me leaving in this episode?
Okay. All right, well, let's at least get us checked.
I'm so glad that you didn't come with me.
Do you know what? For the first time, so am I.
So, I'm just trying. It's a little bit traumatic, this, because I really wanted it to work, and I've never really. I just pretended I went for a week, and it went brilliantly, and it didn't. Like, some of it was great. I came out of it.
Well, when you say pretend, have you told Anna, your wife?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know now.
You know now, and so do our 2 listeners.
Yeah.
Word's out.
So you genuinely have a problem with the fact that you didn't last. I'm not judging you at all. I mean,
Love this, you liar.
like a lot of people listening to this, I genuinely couldn't care less. I couldn't care less, simply because there's nothing to judge you for, because you haven't even checked in. Check in.
Oh,
Just check in.
I've checked in.
That's all I ask.
I had to fill out a form.
No, I don't want that. I don't want the
I haven't checked in yet.
Can I ask you a question, Neil? Have you ever told an anecdote before? Is this your first experience of telling an anecdote? Don't tell us everything. Don't tell us about... fill in the form. Right, tell us the story about filling in the form. Because if it doesn't go anywhere, we don't need to know. Did anything happen when you were filling in the form?
No.
I don't need to know that. Just get to the point. For the love of God, at least get to your room.
Can I be clear? Something did happen, but it wasn't interesting.
Okay. No, that's... Filling in the form is not enough, if that's what happened.
I filled in the form and...
the pen ran out.
God, I wish that had happened. That would have been a story.
Is that the best bit of anecdote? Oh, God. Right.
No, so I filled in the form and you had to choose a job you wanted to do while you were at the retreat.
But you were paying to go on this course and you had to do a job.
This is why you would have hated it. I had to put myself down for...
What were the options?
The only two options that were left, I was there quite late, were being on the washing up rota or cleaning the toilets.
Oh, is that all that was left?
Yeah.
No one had obviously done cleaning the toilet. Cleaning the toilets was just left blank.
No, the person after me had to clean the toilets.
The person after you always has to clean the toilet.
I'd just like to say sorry.
Right, so... straight away, that's not a very Buddhist... you think someone would take the worst job early on, not get all the best jobs first.
What job would you have taken?
Well, what are the others?
You need to know the other jobs before...
Are any of them like strolled to the shop for the newspaper?
You're not allowed out of the retreat.
Any jobs like that?
You don't see anybody else. You don't...
All right, then, stroll to the shops but don't get a newspaper. Is that an option?
Yeah, that's the first option.
Go for a stroll. Pick the berries.
Pick the berries?
That's what they do in these things. Pick the berries or chop the onions or something. Is it all jobs that you go, I'd rather not do that?
Okay, yeah, there's 3 jobs.
So you had to fill in a form to say what job you wanted to do.
Yeah, or what job was left to do. So I took the washing up rota.
Okay.
And then I was taken to my room.
Yeah. So still, technically speaking, you've checked in.
We've checked in.
Done what we've asked. Yeah, but you've not got to your room yet.
We can probably end it there for this week.
Join us next week when Neil will put his bag down.